Good evening, Gills fans, and welcome to another match day live en route. As you can see in the car, got Boz with me again. We'll be meeting Stocky up there. Probably going to have a chat with the Last Waltz blog boys as well beforehand in the factory. Wimbledon at home. Keep trying to be positive. Unfortunately, I think we've mentioned in previous videos, haven't we, mate, that the last week's pretty much killed us in terms of optimism and faith and belief or anything in the squad. Little bit of team news coming out of them is, I think their captain and obviously ex-playoff winning captain with us, Barry Fuller, won't feature tonight. He's out for a few weeks with an injury. Other than that, there's not a great deal to go on. I think Dean Parrott is back. He who scored the penalty in the reverse fixture in October, which again we're not talking about. We know how well that went. It's a massive week, isn't it? I think 7 days. We keep saying it. I know. I still say it's too late. But it's 3 games in 7 days again with 2 home games. I think we need 6 points from 2 home games, don't we, mate? Or it's
you just ask for something to cling on to. Just give us something to be a bit more positive about. Just
a straw to clutch at, so to speak. Yeah, or like you say, just a tiny bit of hope. Whether it's
at the moment, it's draining, very draining.
But the trouble is, at the moment, performances mean nothing. I'd rather play rubbish and win 1-0.
If we win 1-0 and it goes in on someone's arse
or something, or off the referee, I couldn't care less at the moment. I'd rather that than we play nice football for 89 minutes like we did last week and hit the post, the bar, have 2 cleared off the line, blah 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 blah, and then we concede. That's no good to anyone. So it's all about points at the moment. Performances mean nothing. It could be ugly as hell. I couldn't care less.
It's when you're playing teams around you as well, and they're only a couple of places above us. You want to be closing that gap, don't you?
4 points, and we've got a game in hand. So you think all we've got to try and do is pick off one team at a time at the moment. There's no point looking any higher than that.
No, there's no point looking at other teams saying what are they doing, because you can only affect what you're doing.
I'd take 20th this season, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'd happily take 20th now. If they offer me that now, I'd snap their arm off. So it's all about being in this division for next season. And just bumped into Josh outside the ground. Obviously the breaking news is that Oliver Muldoon has joined till the end of the season, mate. Thoughts?
Strange one, isn't it?
Well, there's a rumour.
I've heard he can play right back.
Apparently, yep, and he done all right in the friendly against the Belgian lot the other week.
Yeah.
A couple of people on Twitter seem to be asking people, the club, Luke Cordell, etc. Apparently, there's a rumour that Jet has been sent back to QPR. Would make sense in terms of a wage being released.
Yeah.
Surely then there'd be enough to get centre half.
If he has been sent back, I don't get it. I understand why he's frustrating. I find him frustrating.
But he's our top scorer.
But he's a top goal scorer. One of our only game winners. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair enough. No, I appreciate that. Obviously, yeah, we don't know for sure anyway, so it might not be anything in it. So we'll obviously await news on that. And while I've got you, prediction for tonight.
Gillingham 1, Wimbledon 2.
Same as Boz. Boz has gone 2-1. Yeah. I've said 1-1.
2-1.
I'm desperately trying to be positive, but it's hard, isn't it? I said before Coventry.
Even trying to predict a point now is optimistic for me.
No, and it's a massive week again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ailey keeps saying about the games getting bigger and bigger, and we're stating the obvious, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, right.
I'm out. See you in the ground. Cheers, buddy. Inside the ground now, and obviously the team's been announced. We thought 4-4-2 Diamond originally, didn't we, mate? But it seems, looking out here at the warm-up, there's Chris Hurd, Max Amar and Dedzi Osalaja have been warming up as a group, so it might indicate that it's 3-5-2. So we'd be Nelson in goal, them 3 at the back. So it would be Jackson and Martin as wing-backs, Byrne and Josh Wright sitting, Daki in behind, Donnelly and Josh Parker. Another bit of interesting news is obviously that J. Emmanuel Thomas is not on the bench, and we've noticed on social media that there's a few people asking the question, has he been released and gone back to QPR? Obviously we've just mentioned off air, haven't we, that we said he's our top scorer and he's gone from starting at the weekend and now he's not in the 18, so obviously just watch this space regarding that, I think. But yeah, that's the team tonight. Could be 4-4-2, could be 4-2-3-1, but highly likely that it may be 3-5-2, looking at the way that the centre-backs were warming up as a group in the warm-up. But obviously we'll find out in a few minutes for definite. Stocky's now just arrived. Just quick thoughts, mate. Obviously the teams are out. Looks like it might be 3-5-2 tonight, but in terms of a prediction, what are we thinking?
I think it'd be ridiculous to think we're going to keep a clean sheet. I want to be confident, but I think another draw again, maybe a 2-2. The formation looks good though. Looks possibly two up top, Donnelly and Parker.
I think it is.
Looks good when he's.
Yeah, I think he deserves a chance. Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, and Martin, hopefully he's not too rusty, and we'll be able to get a good performance out of him. But the crowd's decent around us tonight, so hopefully we'll get behind the boys and do our bit.
So it's got to be up to us a lot.
And then the players can feed off that, and we go from there. Hopefully get that first win.
Fingers crossed. 1-0 Wimbledon, 16 minutes gone, and yet again it's too easy and it's stopping.
Yeah,
it's a simple ball again. It's
header across, gone to the back post.
Tapping at the far post again. Yeah, it's a replication of the first Coventry goal all over again, isn't it?
We can't win anything in the air defensively. I don't know. I know we score a lot offensively, like Max Amon's got 7, but defensively we just can't seem to defend.
It's awful again, and it's another one where we go, oh, it's the same mistake. Yeah. It's the same mistake. Simple ball, again, diagonal.
There's not been a lot of chances in the game, but it's their first chance. Nelson hasn't had a save to make so far, has he?
And we're 1-0 down.
1-0 down. Save as.
We're back level after a couple of minutes, and in fairness, it's a great response. It's a great goal from Dacky, and it was. Picks the ball up on his own and drives, and gets it onto his left and fires it in the bottom corner. You can hear the atmosphere in here now. Wait a minute, they're on the attack again. The atmosphere's gone through the roof, and let's hope we can be solid, but in terms of a response, it's everything that we needed, and it's 1-0. 2-1 Gills. Dacky involved again, I think, driving at the back four. I think it slides, is it Jackson slides in? Jackson drills it across the box. I think it's just right on the end of it. It goes in by a deflection, but the main thing is we're 2-1 up. Half time, 2-1 up. Yes, we've scored 2 at home. We've obviously conceded the obligatory 1, despite them scoring 1 away goal in about 755,000 hours on the road. Biggest thing for me, I know we're in front and that's lovely, but we reacted well going behind, didn't we? I think I'm stopping shots.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That's exactly why I thought it makes a change we don't normally react. So to come back and equalise about a minute after.
I remember us doing it a few times quite quickly, beginning of last season under the Reading run. I think Fleetwood, when we were there, you was here. Oh yeah, you didn't see the first. Yeah, you was here though. They scored early from a free kick, and then we went straight the other end. I think we got 4 in that half, didn't we? There's a couple of others as well, I think, where we've done it as well. But no, it was good to see.
I still think we look vulnerable from any kind of high ball or long ball into the box. Just defensively, I still think we look vulnerable. A lot's bypass in the midfield at times. Don't get me wrong, some of the midfielders are putting a shift in, and the team in general, they're putting a good shift in and showing a good work rate.
They're going to win the target man, aren't they? Which is Tom Elliott. They're going to win as early as they can because they know that we're defensively we're not very good. So
I think we're going to do similar with Parker as well. In all honesty.
Yeah, hopefully if he can stretch it, if they get a bit more tired. He's not. I don't think he's been in the game as much. What do you think? Was on par. I don't think he's been in the game enough, but he's working hard enough again. So that's all we can ask for at the moment. And if he can pinch a goal, then happy days.
Jackson's had a really good game.
Jackson's been alright, yeah. He switched off for 1 down here when Bartram put the cross in, and I think Nelson made a save, but it was offside. Best player for me, Mark Burns.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say there's any outstanding performances. I wouldn't say anyone's had a bad game. It's a good, solid
one's been
team
horrendous, have they?
performance.
Dacky, and obviously, he's been involved in everything, and we've done well running towards their goal. Right, half time coming up shortly. Fingers crossed. There's definitely more goals in this from both sides, though. Wimbledon a level, literally seconds after we had a chance to put it to bed. We broke. Josh Parker done really well, got his head up and played in Rory Donnelly, who couldn't finish 1-on-1 unfortunately. They've gone up the other end, and within 30 seconds it's 2 each, and we're back to square one unfortunately. Work to do again. frustrated again, just leaving the ground with Boz and Stocky, and he's finished 2-2. And I don't think it was a bad performance. Do you, boys? I don't think it was bad by any means.
One of them missed chances.
Missed opportunity, I think, is probably the biggest way to describe it. That was the game in hand, and a chance to get 4 points clear of the bottom 4. One question for you, and obviously I'm sure there's going to be stuff on it on Twitter this evening. What did you make of the reaction to Rory Donnelly's substitution?
Harsh.
I feel sorry for Donnelly. I mean, if it was Cody that missed that chance, he'd get his song sung despite missing. But I think it's because it's Donnelly and the fact he's only scored once this year and he's not a fan's favourite. I think that's probably why he got the reaction he did. I mean, none of us are happy he missed, don't get me wrong.
Of course we're not, especially at such a pivotal time as well. When it's 3-1, it's game over.
But that's the confidence there.
Of course it is, yeah. When you've only scored one all season, it's hard.
It's not going to help in future games, is it?
I think the biggest concern as well would be that we switched off the other end straight away, didn't we? So story our season, so should be 3-1, ends up 2-2, and instead of it being 4 points to the bottom 4 and a little bit of breathing space, it's only 2, and Southend's going to be harder. And
I mean, you guys have spoken in the past few weeks about season-defining moments. I mean, for me, I don't want to heap the criticism on Donnelly. Just unfortunately it was him, but
let's just hope it's not one of them that cost us in the long run and we end up going down because of them couple of points dropped.
And then you would say that's the game set a match, but
yeah, we've had other chances. Burns at the post at the end. Josh Parker's had one he just wanted to keep it a spill. I think Stocky shouted out, just drop it. There was obviously a couple more expletives than we're just relaying to you now, but yeah, by no means a poor performance. Man of the match, gents, I went for Mark Byrne and Bradley Dack. I thought Mark Byrne was good again on the fact that he's not played a lot as well. So I'm going to go for Mark Byrne. Boz, you've gone for Bradley Dack and Stocky.
Yeah, I mean the two you've mentioned. Also thought Lee Martin, considering the injury he had, the fact that he's played 90 minutes and
yeah, you shouldn't even be playing football yet, should he? So
Josh Parker as well. Obviously hasn't played much. I think both of them gave good account of themselves.
So, to sum up, plenty of positives, but a big missed opportunity again, unfortunately. 2-2 full time. Just a little bit of breaking news now after the game. The club have just tweeted and confirmed that J. Emmanuel Thomas, who was not in the 18 today, has in fact been sent back to QPR. There were rumours beforehand that he may have gone back, but nothing confirmed, but that has been confirmed in the last sort of 30 seconds. J. Emmanuel Thomas is no longer a Gillingham football player. Kind of explains the fact that Ollie Muldoon come in on loan, I think, boys, before the game. Obviously there's a wage there now, so maybe we'll wake up in the morning and we'd have signed 5 centre-backs. Right, last bit from us this evening. Back in the car, just about to obviously drive back home. Boz made a good point at full time, mate. You said something about the reaction.
Very little reaction from the crowd. There was no booing, no cheering. Everyone just seemed to just accept it and walk away. Accept
the draw or accept relegation?
Yeah, I say for me it's second last week. I've accepted it.
Again, we've just said it and we keep repeating ourselves, and we'll do it again. We'll probably do it again Saturday, but it's another decent performance, but we've not put aside to bed again. We've created chances, but we've made it too easy for them to score against us. But obviously we'll all be back Saturday for the Southend game, cheering them on and hoping and praying and crossing everything that we can finally pick up that elusive 3 points, but we're still in the mire and it's still only 2 points. Anyway, until next time, as always, up the Gills.